Welcome back, Reds, the hub of Manchester United latest news. Here we go. Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez could be out of action until 2026, and fans are in despair. The Argentine has suffered a serious anterior cruciate ligament injury during United's 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace on Sunday. The club have confirmed today. Lisandro Martinez was stretchered off against Crystal Palace on Sunday. The defender landed awkwardly while attempting to make a tackle on Sarr. The Argentine was seen in floods of tears as the medical team carried him off the turf. Manchester United have since confirmed Martinez's anterior cruciate ligament injury. The 27-year-old was stretchered off in the late stages at Old Trafford after injuring his knee. While attempting to win the ball from Ismaila Sarr, Martinez lunged forward before his left knee buckled. He immediately fell to the floor, clutching his leg, and signaled over to the bench to be substituted. The Argentina international, who scored 2 important goals last month, then broke down in tears as he was carried off the pitch. While reports suggested an ACL tear on his left knee, fans were hoping for more positive news. But United have since announced the worst-case scenario ahead of Friday's FA Cup fourth-round home clash against Leicester. The club statement read, "We can confirm that Licha suffered an injury to his cruciate ligament in Sunday's game against Palace. Assessment of the injury is ongoing to determine the appropriate course of treatment and the timescale for his rehabilitation. Everyone at United wishes Martinez strength for a successful recovery, and we will be supporting him every step of the way." An ACL tear recovery time is generally 9 to 10 months, though some players may recover in 6 months. The worst-case scenario would see Martinez, who needs surgery, out until next February. It took Aston Villa defender Tyrone Mings 473 days to recover from his ACL tear in 2023 before his return this season. While sidelined, the 18-time capped England international suffered from a condition known as muscle atrophy, which is the decrease in the size of muscle tissue due to a lack of physical activity. United fans were left bitterly disappointed after the announcement. One raged on X, "Just call this season off." A second said, "When you think things can't get any worse." A third quizzed, "Why can't we ever have anything nice?" While another added, "Absolutely gutted about this. Wish Buka a speedy recovery." One more said, "See you need year, lad." Martinez has been plagued by injury problems since joining the Red Devils in July 2022. He missed the end of his debut season with a metatarsal fracture before foot, calf, and knee problems hampered the 2023-2024 campaign. The Red Devils went on to lose 2-0 to Oliver Glasner's side at the weekend, their 11th defeat of their dismal campaign. Matthijs de Ligt was brought on as Martinez's replacement, but United were undone on their left flank as Daniel Munoz burst through before squaring to Jean-Philippe Mateta to poke homemade, scored a brace for the visitors to secure the 3 points and move about Ruben Amorim's side to 12th in the Prem. Manchester United legend Mark Hughes lands shock manager job with EFL's worst team. Carlisle United, who are bottom of League Two, have confirmed the surprise appointment ex-Manchester United striker Mark Hughes after sacking head coach Mike Williamson on Monday. Former Manchester United striker Mark Hughes has made a surprise return to management after being appointed head coach of League Two strugglers Carlisle United. Hughes, 61, had been out of work since being sacked by fellow 4th Division side Bradford City in October 2023. The Welshman takes over a Carlisle side currently languishing rock bottom of the table and on course to suffer back-to-back relegations. The Cumbrian sacked ex-Newcastle defender Mike Williamson on Monday following a run of 5 defeats in 6 games since the turn of the year. Williamson, who was only appointed in September to replace club legend Paul Simpson, had been backed with 11 new signings in the winter transfer window, but his position became untenable in the eye of the club's wealthy American owners after Saturday's 5-1 thrashing at home to Swindon Town. Mirror Football understands that former Northampton Town manager John Brady was in talks to take the job, with recently departed Bolton Wanderers boss Ian Evatt and former Motherwell manager Stuart Kettlewell also linked. But Hughes has been given the keys to Brunton Park on a rolling contract and tasked with sparking a survival push. The 61-year-old's only previous experience managing in the Football League came at Bradford. It was his Bantam side who lost to Carlisle in the 2023 League Two playoff semi-finals. Hughes was relieved of his duties in the early part of last season, a decision which he described as ludicrous and unfair. The ex-Wales boss, who won 72 caps for his country, previously managed more than 500 games in the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers, Manchester City, Fulham, Queen's Park Rangers, Stoke City, and Southampton. Carlisle hoped that Hughes' experience will help stave off the threat of being relegated to National League for the first time since 2005. "I'm delighted that Mark has agreed to join Carlisle United," sporting director Rob Clarkson said. "His experience and stature in the game speaks for itself. He is someone who will instantly command respect from all staff and players, and I'm really excited to work with him. The players we have here will suit the way he wants to play, and I'm sure our fans will really get behind him and the team in our remaining 18 games." Hughes enjoyed a stellar playing career, scoring both of United's goals in their famous 1991 European Cup Winners' Cup final win over former club Barcelona in Rotterdam. He initially came through the Red Devils Academy before joining Barcelona and then German giants Bayern Munich on loan. After re-signing for United, Hughes helped Sir Alex Ferguson's team to their first Premier League title win in 1993. He scored a total of 163 goals in 467 appearances across two his trophy-laden spells at Old Trafford. Hughes went on to sign for Chelsea before moves to Southampton, Everton, and finally Blackburn. He was given the Wales job in 1999, combining playing with managing for the first 3 years of his tenure. His first game back in the dugout will be away to Grimsby Town on Saturday. Ruben Amorin explains why Manchester United didn't sign a striker in January and admits risk. Manchester United have struggled for goals this season, but Ruben Amorin and the club didn't move to sign a forward in the January transfer window. Ruben Amorin has admitted Manchester United have taken a risk in their transfer window business, but insisted he would not have done things differently. United let Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia out on loan, but failed to sign a striker to address their lack of goals, despite managing just 28 in 24 Premier League games this season. Amorim admitted not signing a forward was a risk, but said United did not want to repeat the mistakes of the past and reiterated his determination to do things his way, despite a poor run of results, which has seen them lose 5 of their last 6 league games. "What I feel is that the club is taking its time," said Amorim. "We know the urgency of the moment of the team, but everybody here doesn't want to make the same mistakes of the past. In the summer we will see, but like I said, we are being really careful with transfers because we did some mistakes in the past. We are fighting for our jobs until the summer, and I am just focused on these games. I think is a moment that is hard to turn things around in just a few games. It's going to be like that, really hard until the end of the season. So we are taking that risk you talk about. We want a different thing in the team, different profiles, and that is my decision to do that. So we are taking some risks, but it is the way we want to proceed. We want to win some games, and I'm always complaining, to improve the players. I want certain type of players with a different profile, and we are changing right away. I knew when I chose this profession that you have the risk of results, and I knew when I came here, I looked at the schedule, I looked at the team, and my decision changing everything in the middle of the season, without new signings, was a danger for a coach. But I have a clear idea of what I want to do, and I take these risks because, in the end, it's going to pay off. But I'm not naive. I have said that many times. This is a sport of results, and we are in a difficult situation." Amorim added, "We have to find players to play in different positions. You can see the way we play, it's going to take time, and we will not solve all the problems. We have many shots inside the box and catch one player. Ahmad can score more, Bruno Fernandes can score more, Kobbie Mainoo can score more playing in that position on the pitch, so we have to improve as a team, and we have a little bit of time.